What's up with YouTube? And I'm back here with a poem. We're doing this kind of new series. I've been expressing myself, getting into poetry way more, and I love just the nurturing, loving, fulfilling energy that comes within poetry. I'm sorry, it's a bird. And I'm very good at expressing my feelings, so this is a great outlet to, express how I feel, express what's on my mind, and not only put it in a way of a metaphorical play, but also put real deep messages and things within it too, and things of that nature. So the first one, I shall talk about overcoming fear. This is the first poem I wrote. Actually, it's the second one. Overcoming Fear by Jay Edwards. Fear. What is fear? Fear is like a box. When put in that box lies your greatest opponent or greatest oasis. Fear often betrays itself as happiness, deception, and even imbalancement within ourselves. The antidote to fear? Well, that's a question that many aren't ready to face. Throughout trials and tribulations, fear is often the one that eludes our fate into its own hands. Fear is the one that takes control of our minds to manifest a reality of uncontrollable chaos. Upon our deepest, darkest secrets within the mind, only we behold. But not to a single vessel have we ever betold. Our lessened beliefs that we have put a power on over ourselves that potentially could even, that's fear. Nothing but an illusion that only weakens. See, I'm my old crowd out here today. I'm reading the nature. So after I, read poems, I would love to talk about the deeper description and messages within them, because this is all energy. The saying, it's not about what you said, it's about how you said it. It's because everything is energy. Poetry is energy. It's not necessarily what I said. If I used a big word or a small word, it's about the energy I put into thy poem. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the nurturing energy from my heart, whether it's whatever it's from, you get what I'm saying? But fear is one thing that has often eluded me from my faith. And what I mean by my faith is my free will. Say I wanted to go do something. For an example, say I wanted to go talk to a girl, and I was in a fearful state to go talk to her. I wouldn't do that. And fear just took my free will because of that. Because I was moving off an emotion of fear, off of a lessened belief that I felt like I either wasn't good enough, I felt like she didn't think I was good enough, or I felt like it was just something better than me. So fear and all of these emotions, they take up our free will. This is exactly why we have to get to a detachment state from these emotions and transmute the energy, because everything's energy, into a powerful intention to where we're channeling now. You want to retain as much life force as possible so that you can channel it onto something, so that you can manifest it within your life. But fear, what is fear? What is fear itself? Let's ask ourselves these things. You have things that you are scared of, but that's not necessarily a fear. Things that you are scared of comes from a subconscious belief in your mind that this thing might have power over you, or this thing can do this to you, which is the same as having some type of power over you. It's a belief. And these beliefs are within our subconscious mind. Think about a spider web, and it has all the webs. And imagine these webs intertwining, and it makes your subconscious belief, each web. But you have to cut the web down, and you have to transmute it. Not necessarily cut it down, but you have to transmute the web into a different color, to where you're changing the belief system into something more powerful, something that's going to give into you in a divine way. So what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is not an actual thing. Fear is an emotion. And oftentimes we were taught this emotion. So, when you would turn off the lights then run upstairs real fast? Have you ever asked yourself, like, why have we always seen this? Why were we taught this? Because we were taught that. You just don't do that. You don't just do that. As a kid, you never just did that. You never just turned off the lights and ran upstairs. Like, we were literally taught this type of stuff. We were taught to be scared of the dark, that it was all these monsters in the dark. So what I'm saying is, fear and all of these other emotions, but fear specifically, it takes a hold of the mind. Okay? No, everybody has their own beliefs, but the highest in the mind is God, because it's higher consciousness within yourself. You just have to transcend to that eternal playing field, which is God. But the mind's so powerful because the mind paints your reality, and through these thoughts it does too. If you want to learn how to win and shift shit, I did a video on that, how to shift your reality. But fear obtains control over the mind, and that's like phase 1 of fear. That's really phase 2, because it starts with the beliefs, but that's phase 2 of fear taking your free will. Because now when it gets into your mind, you're seeing a reality as so within, as so out. You're seeing a reality of your greatest nightmares. And see, because fear, this emotion, because you're moving off of it now, is painting a picture, and now you're feeling all these other you could be feeling sadness or anger or anything else. Fear is like a deceptive energy. But what is fear? Fear is what you are scared of. But it's an energy that leeches on to what you're scared of and attacks you. That is fear. Think of Venom out of Spider-Man, how he leeched onto him and attacked him. That's fear. Fear is like a box. When put in that box lies your greatest opponent or greatest oasis. What do I mean by your greatest opponents or greatest oasis? Think of fear as like a box. You're literally put into this box. You can either go through that fear and be fearless, get through it, become a higher, stronger version of yourself, your greatest oasis, to where you're not operating off of this emotion no more. You transmuted that emotion into pure intention, and you're not moving off of that, but you're moving off of a pure divine state as God, because God does not move off of emotions. Or it could be your greatest opponent, which is just you. What you are scared of is yourself. What you put fear into is yourself. If you fear a spider, you fear yourself. You're putting power over yourself upon something that you feel is hostile, off of the simple fact that you believe you're not strong enough. That's fear. And then fear latches onto that shit. That's fear itself. Our fear often betrays itself as happiness, deception, and even unbalancement within ourselves. How I was telling you could fear something. So this is a great example. A lot of kids who are in the streets and they shoot each other, you think they're angry, but they're actually in a fearful state. They're just scared. They're scared something has power over them and will hurt them. That's why they shoot each other. But it's deception. Fear often betrays itself as deception, because that person thinks that they're angry, and they can be operating off of some anger too. But the base of it is fear. So let me elaborate what I'm saying. They could be moving off of 2 emotions, but the main emotion would be fear itself. So you could be angry, but you're really actually scared. You're just showing that anger out because that's what you... So over masculine people, you think that they're angry, you think that they're mad, but they're really scared, because they're scared something will have power over them. That's why they shoot people. Fear can often betray itself as happiness. Say you run away from your fear and you feel a relief, because I used to do that a lot. Now you're happy because you feel like you beat it. You feel like it's gone, but it's not, because it's within you. It's not outside of you. You're not really scared of a spider, not really scared of a snake. You're not really scared of any of this stuff. You're not scared of a draconian reptilian. You're not scared of astral projecting. What you're scared of is yourself, and you think that you're not strong enough to do it. This is why we must say affirmations. This is why we must do shadow work, go deep within our subconscious and love ourselves, empower ourselves, and be ourselves. Because you can do it. It just goes with your belief. What are you going to believe in? What are you going to put your power into? Think about you having money and you're investing into something. And as you know, investments are long term. So ask yourself, what are you going to invest in? Are you going to invest in something that's going to catapult you forward to your higher self, or something that's going to make you stay laid back and in a fear-mongering state? The antidote to fear, well, that's a question many aren't ready to face. I literally just gave y'all the keys. I gave myself the keys while talking to y'all. Because y'all just reflections of my self-reflection. The keys is don't believe something has more power over you. Don't believe this thing has more power over you. Even if this thing is abusive, angry, sad, whatever it is, don't believe it has more power over you. Now, when it comes to people, this is not a competitive thing. Don't look at it in terms of like, oh, I'm more stronger than you would. No, it's understanding your power within, having an understanding for yourself. And this might lead you to more things within yourself that you need to heal, nurture, and love, and fulfill. This is root chakra work. But the antidote to fear is within you, believing in your own power. Throughout trials and tribulations, fear is often the one that eludes our faith into its own hands. As I just told you, when it takes control of your mind and manifests this reality that you're seeing, that you think is just happening to you, when it's actually within you. It's eluding your faith. Now you're moving off of the emotion. You might want to run away. Some people might get defensive and want to fight. Some people might want to do whatever. Some people might want to kill themselves. Moving off of emotion, we can't do that. We're divine, sovereign beings. We do not move off of emotions. We don't even know these things. Transmute this energy. Fear is the one that takes control of our minds to manifest a reality of uncontrollable chaos. That's what fear does. Uncontrollable chaos. That's what fear does. The chaos in a fear-mongering state in the mind. Because everything's on a mental playing field. I want y'all to understand that nothing is physical. Physical reality is the lowest density. Physical reality vibrates the lowest. Remember, solids, liquids, gases, and plasma? Solids vibrate the lowest. But spiritually and mentally, you vibrate fast as heck. You're a gas. The real you inside, you're not solid. You're a divine, high vibrational, because you vibe so high, being. Upon our deepest, darkest thoughts within the mind, only we behold. This is how fear gets you. Fear, because everything's internally, fear has hijacked us internally. A lot of us started feeling fear around maybe 5th, 6th, 7th grade. Remember, about middle school, we started feeling emotions. Because we fell in vibration every year. Ask yourself, from when you were 5 years old, every single year you fell in vibration. I'm not lying. You fell in something fell. You felt more pressure. You felt like maybe you weren't the one no more. Something happened. You felt like you weren't getting attention. You felt like you weren't loved. Something happened. You fell in vibration. And this is when these emotions started to attack us. When we fell to a lower vibratory state, the third dimensional playing field. What I'm saying is, fear can get into your deepest, darkest secrets within the mind. Something you never told anybody. So, for an example, somebody could be gay and fear starts to move and hijack their mind. And now they don't want to come out as they're gay because they're in a fearful state. That's what I mean. Your deepest, darkest secrets within yourself. But not to a single vessel have we ever been told. Like I said, you may have not told anybody, but you're in a fearful state. And it's not real. Our own lessened beliefs that we have put a power on over ourselves. Like I told you, your lessened beliefs. What do I mean by lessened beliefs? Beliefs that you think less upon, that you think don't matter, that you get what I'm saying, that you belittle. So you being scared of something, but you feel like you're never gonna run into it, or you feel like it's not gonna have any type of effect on you. Well, when fear get in there, it's gonna have one of the biggest effects on you. That could potentially even ... That's fear. Nothing but an illusion that only weakens. Understand, fear is not real, but it's only in the mind if you let it. This is why we must do mental alchemy and transmute this energy into something positive through pure intention. I want y'all to understand, get to the base format of why you feel these emotions, your base beliefs. Then I want you to put a divine intention. Let go of the emotion, but transmute the energy from the emotion. So no longer you're moving off of the emotion, but you have the energy. And now you empower that belief. Powerful intention. Understand, either the emotion will take your energy or you're going to take it and transmute it. It's going to be one or the other. I want y'all to understand we're divine beings. We don't know emotions because we vibe so high, but we have been hijacked to our lower selves, and we must transcend out of this. Understand, everything is in the mind. It's all on a mental playing field. How they say it's a mind game, everything is. Okay? Contrary to anybody's beliefs, heaven and hell is the state of mind, and heaven is the 5th dimension. Because I told y'all, the higher in density we go mentally and spiritually and in our consciousness, you're going to see the higher vibratory states there are, the higher thoughts there is. Everything transcends the higher, more loving, divine understanding, because understanding is higher than love. Okay? But yes, fear is nothing but an illusion that only weakens. You can't keep weakening yourself upon your beliefs. You must empower yourself. Be strong. It might be hard, but you can do it, okay? Ashe. Thank you for watching.